What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Once again, we are back with Squad Sprint. This is round number 5 for the Japanese Grand Prix. For those of you who are new to my channel, I've had a big influx of new subscribers, so thank you so much to everyone who is now on board. This is a series where Veloce Esports have organised F1 YouTubers, F1 Esports drivers, and everyone in between in a reverse championship order grid. So people who are leading the championship are starting at the back, and the people who are, a little bit slower are starting towards the front, and it just results in some absolute carnage. So we're back for part number 5. We're currently holding down P5 in the standings. We are ahead of a couple of F1 Esports drivers, which is something that I am very, very happy about for the time being, but we need to continue to grind in those good results, and hopefully good things will follow. Japanese Grand Prix, we're going to start on the medium tyre, and we're going to get off this as soon as possible and switch onto the softs so that we can get onto the faster tyre and possibly undercut some people around us and be very competitive. So yeah, if this is your first time watching my channel, please subscribe. Also feel free to leave a like, that would really help me out in promoting my videos out to more people. But yeah, on the formation lap we saw the two racing points, or shall I say the racing pointless guys, having some spins on the formation lap, so that doesn't fare too well for their chances in this race. But here we go, ready for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. Veloce Squad Sprint, or co-op if you want to say, is underway for the 5th round here in Japan. It looks like an amazing start relative to I think it was Simon Weigang and also Veloce Storm. We can see one of the McLarens from the front row of the grid has lagged back to pretty much last now. And we're settling our way in quite nicely here as we run through turns 1 and 2. Hayden Gullis going very slow in front of us. We need a dispatch of him as quickly as possible. Hayden, you slow bastard. Get out of the way. Hayden, you're just sitting there doing nothing. Out of the way. Ugh, mobile chicane. And in these videos, I also like to splice in a bit of team radio, my live reaction, and also my teammates' reaction, Arab. So, yeah, it just adds to the level of banter that we have. But we're in P11 so far. Found a couple of places, so that's always nice to see. Unfortunately, I did lose a place to Jano Opmir because of Hayden driving slowly through the S's. That's what was really frustrating me, the fact that I let him slip by. But we gained another 2 spots. It looks like Jano touched up Veloce Storm, I think it was. I'm not too sure. But we did gain 2 spots out of that, and we're now up inside the top 10 without having really done too much. The only person who I really overtook or had to work to overtake was Hayden. So, I mean, I'll take it. It's been a good start so far. Let's see if we can follow Jano through the field as he looks to range up onto the back of Alex Gillen, who is a former AOR League Racing champion. Been retired for a few years now, so he's a little bit slower these days, but he's still a formidable opponent nonetheless. Jano slides past him on the start-finish straight. Now we're going to look to do the same as we can have a nice run through turn 2. Alex gets a bit of understeer, goes in too deep, and now we're going to go around the outside as we go through the S's. Can we make it stick? No, not quite. Alex gives us the big squeeze, and it is still P9 for the time being. Team radio.
Oh, near and span. Oh, come on.
Okay?
Frick's sake, man.
Safety car deployed. The safety car has been
It's alright, the safety car's out. The safety car's out.
Fuck's sake, man. Right. I'm coming in, just going to the end on the mediums then. Or hards. I don't know. Do mediums go all the way to the end from here?
Oh, definitely. I'm pinning for softs to the end, mate.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'm going mediums then. Fuck's sake, man.
Shit, I'm at the start of the pit lane here. Hopefully this is alright. Look at everyone in the pit lane. Let me go. Yes! I won the lottery!
Nice, mate. Nice, mate. Good stuff.
There was the gap.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. I saw that.
Oh.
Nice one. Yes, I got Joe in the pit lane. Screw you, mate.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm P5 on softs. Let's go.
Nice one, mate. Oh, well, so basically, we swapped positions. That's where I was. You've taken the mantle.
Oh, man.
Oh, frick's sake. I'm in the slowest tyre now. Jesus, and at the back.
Dude, you can stop again. Stop again on this lap. Get the softs on if you want. If you're at the back. Right, who we got in front of us? Quali, Vizer, Limitless, and Yana. I can get a podium here.
Yeah, you can, mate. I could have a fucking podium. I would have been up to P4 if I got Niren.
I know, man. Who have you got around you?
I've got Hypers and Joe. I've got Hypers ahead of me, so I'm hoping I can just kind of follow Hypers through, because he'll overtake some cars, so if I can just follow him through.
The only fast person behind you is Simon.
Right,
You're
okay.
You're faster than the rest behind.
It's a... Oh, fuck me. I just look behind me, it's just a clusterfuck. So, I'm definitely going to try and follow Hypers as quickly as I can and just get away from everyone behind me, because I feel like there's a crash waiting to happen behind me.
Yeah, and then in terms of medium runners, there is Limitless, you, Tom, and
Right,
Isaac.
yeah.
Everyone else is on softs now.
I think that no one else crashed, did they, on that lap? So I'm pretty sure my car spinning was what caused the safety car.
Well.
So in a way, if you think about it, I've secured maybe a podium for yourself because you were able to jump those guys in the pits. So in the end of it, Ferrari's strategies come back through once again. It's amazing.
There, mate.
You know, another bit of Italian. You know, okay, you'll spin, the other car goes into P5, and then you get the win. Good stuff.
I like it. All right, 5 minutes of team radio in a row, out of the way, and we are ready to get back underway with this Japanese Grand Prix. Currently holding down P5 on soft tyres. We are in a great position, considering that two people in front of us still need to make a stop, and away we go. The green flag running to the flag, hopefully, as we get an illegal overtake on the start-finish straight. I can't believe that. So the people in front of us were just going so slow, and we can't overtake until the start-finish line. James has lost his front wing on the back of TRL Limitless, I believe it is, and now he's trying to overtake me as we head into the S's. I have the inside and a full complement of front wing, so that should hopefully edge me in front, and it has P4 for the time being. That is very unfortunate for James, but we're going to make the most of that. He is an esports driver, and that damage will hopefully be a bit of a leveler for the two of us. And I don't know, maybe that'll mean I can finish in front of him in this race. But now, have a nice run on Jan Otmir and TRL Limitless. These guys have been squabbling. Oh my god! Oh,
come on. Oh, the good run on Hayden maybe there.
I had a good run on Limitless and Yarno, bloody hell.
Jeez.
Woo!
Fuck's sake! Oh my god. Fuck. Just crashed in the back of fucking Hayden in a straight line because he slowed down when I didn't think he was going to.
Idiot.
Fuck me. Oh great, safety car ending. He's fucking sitting duck at every left-hander. Oh my god, the understeer is unreal.
And once again, the luck for my teammate Arab has just been absolutely unreal. And I can confirm it still is very much unreal, having recorded an extra couple of episodes. But anyway, we catch up to the Williams of Kaki. Looks like he got the raw end of the Yano Otmir overtaking stick at the final chicane. And that kind of meant that I didn't get a nice run onto the start finish straight like I wanted, and now I can't get past Kaki. No DRS on this start finish straight because we recently had a VSC. So that was a bit unfortunate on my part, and now the top two are getting away, and I'm caught behind this slower guy who hasn't even stopped yet. So I really don't understand the logic here. He should have stopped at least under VSC, or hell, even under the safety car itself, and we're kind of getting held up for no reason here, which is a real shame. I mean, I understand it, to be fair, like he's perfectly entitled to race, but we've just been caught behind this guy, and it's kind of ruining our race. So we really need to get past him on this next start finish straight. We'll get a much better run than we did on the last lap. We're all over his gearbox, and there you go, pit stop. So that just getting held up was just in vain. Now we got Formula Danny behind us, who is the fastest guy in the world on the F1 games. You can see up ahead, Yano Otmir has been spun by TRL Limitless, I believe, on the run into Zone 1. We now take P2, but it could be very short-lived because we've got Formula Danny right behind us in the Alfa Romeo. Ah, God's sake. If not being held up behind Kaki, we could have potentially fought for the win. There's absolutely no point in fighting an F1 esports driver of Danny's caliber. my strategy is that if I just let him go, he'll catch up to TRL Limitless, and we could see fireworks happen all over again. They could take each other out, they could start battling, and that could give me a chance of getting the win. That's kind of my play here. There's no point in holding up Danny, who was going to overtake me anyway. Just let him go, and then we'll go from there. Lap 12, getting towards the end of the Grand Prix now. You can see I've actually made a mistake at the final chicane, and I think Veloce Hype has actually clipped us there, and that has resulted in us losing the podium. But now we're under threat from James here as we head on to the last lap of the race. I'm not sure if he's got DRS or not, but we've got absolutely no battery left to play with. Holding the inside at turn 1, we just about managed to fend off James in a very nervous situation there, because I just spun out. My tyres were kind of overheated there. I couldn't lean on them too much. I had no battery. I was very, very weak at that point, but thankfully we have held on, and now we can look to consolidate P4, which we have at the moment. Or dare I say it, we could even push for P3, because Hypers has the damage, if you remember, and Japan is one of the worst tracks in the world to have front wing damage. There's so many high-speed corners, you could be absolutely bleeding time here. So we're going to put the pressure back on again. We're going to use all of the fuel and all of the ERS that we have left at our disposal and see if we can make a stake back towards the podium once again. I just can't believe I made that mistake on the last lap. I just went in that touch too fast, and the tyres at this stage are going off, and that was it really. I just felt like a passenger, which was unfortunate. But through the final chicane, it looks like Hypers is going to hold on. We again are going to get another P4 and a really solid points bout for our championship here in Squad Sprint. Oh yes!
Whoa!
Oh no! I thought you lost it all there.
Yeah, no, I held it.
Oh, nice.
I hope they showed that on the camera, because that's the only point I raced Joe. I was like, oh, they may as well show that on screen then, maybe for a nice little battle at the end.
I wish there was another lap, because my spin actually helped me out. Because what happened was I spun,
what?
And then Hypers hit me, and I think he got a bit of damage out of that. And I was closing him back in after he overtook me.
Oh, jokes.
I wish I would have spun earlier.
That's another Ferrari strategy, you see?
Yeah. In the end, I think Hypers might have got me anyway. It was very, very close coming onto that last lap.
In the championship standings, Danny takes the lead, and by a pretty sizable amount, actually, after picking up that win. And Hyper's struggling a little bit out there. James as well, not quite getting the points that he would have hoped for. So it is 92 to 82. It is now a 10-point gap, and then another 10 points down to James Baldwin. And then Jarno Otmir not scoring today, still holding on to 4th place position. But Ben Daly moving up into 5th. Again, he was in that podium position today, though, so he could have even put more of a gap between himself and Simon Weigang, who now holds 6th position, ahead of Alex Gillen in 7th, who is on 28 points. And I wanted to mention this earlier, actually. I said in the previous round that Alex Gillen was really bridging that gap between the esports drivers and the content creators, and I gotta say, Benjamin Daly, Tiametmarduk, has been doing that recently as well, too. He's really been putting on a heck of a showing. Really impressive stuff.